All right, folks, Jermaine, Ferrell in the house. It is the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Media Days. We're getting ready for the 2025 season. Of course, we are shining a spotlight on the Brookville Bees, the crew from Campbell County. Join me right now. Overall, his 8th year, his 2nd year back for the 2nd stint. I'm going to say it one time, and that's it. Dr. Mark Lineburg, also known as Coach. What is up, sir?
Great to see you, and thanks for all you do for high school football.
Well, thank you for all what you do for high school football. Now, Coach, last year, 2-8.
3-7.
3-7.
Yeah.
Let me give you. I don't want to take away a win from you.
No.
But got off to that 2-2
tough.
start, and then obviously you had that streak at the end. But overall, how do you feel now that you're in your 2nd year back? I mean, how do you think things are going? Because obviously, when you bring in a new coach, players and stuff got to learn stuff. But obviously, having this opportunity has to be big.
We feel really good right now. We feel like our team is going to be much improved from last year. We have almost everybody back, and then we had Logan Thomas's 3 kids transferred in, which has given us a big boost as well. So we're excited about our team. We're really excited about it. We think we'll have a good football team.
You made something interesting. I mean, I always rave about your staff. I mean, you have Jeff Woody, former head coach there.
Right.
You got Logan Thomas and his pedigree. What's it like to have all those guys come back because they know what it takes to be a part of the Brookville football program?
Well, it's really neat to have so many Brookville Bees there in the program, guys that played there when I coached there or for me, and then also get guys that played there in the past few years as well. And plus, we also got Dustin Russell this year, who was a head coach at Rustburg last year, did a great job at 7-3. We're pleased to have him over at the Hive this year.
Good deal. When you look at, and then it seems like it's funny when you look at the civil district, because obviously they're the only district they can say everybody's won a state championship one way or the other. But it seems like there's a lot of intermingling because there's a lot of connections. Like you can go to any team in the Seminole and there's a connection. So they know what the Seminole's like. So what's that like having that dynamic too?
And the Seminole district is the toughest district in the state of Virginia for Group 2 schools, AA schools, 3-4 schools, and every game is tough, and every coaching staff has connections to each other, like you said. Everybody knows each other. Every team has really good football players. Every team is really well coached. So we can be a really good team and still. I don't know what our record is going to be, but we'll be a good football team. But the Seminole is that good, and I don't think it's going to be great teams in the league this year.
Something is interesting. You look at your 2nd stint back, like when you were coaching that first go around, the off-season program. I mean, now that's pretty big. How have you adjusted to that? Because almost it seems like football's now year-round. It's not just okay, we get it going in the fall. It's year-round.
I mean, I will say this: I think today's kids work harder in the off season than we did back in the 90s, because I think we push them harder. I think we know more about it, and I think our kids want it. I mean, want this instruction year round, where in the past we didn't have that exposure and so forth. So I mean, it's different, and I like it. I mean, it keeps kids busy, it keeps them out of trouble, and they're becoming better athletes and better football players. I think the game is better today than it was then. I mean, I do think that.
If you could talk a little bit about some of the players we should have our eyes on coming back for you.
Well, we have Lincoln McDaniel, our quarterback's back. Trevor Johns is a receiver back, is back as well. Cam Brown on defense is back, and then I think that the transfer Cam Thomas is going to be really a special player for us as well. For us this year, he's going to be a senior. He's going to be an outstanding football player. So those are some of the guys to watch on our team this year.
How fired up do you? I mean, I know again this is year-round, but how fired up do you know that you're a little more than a month away from the start of the season?
We're fired up. I mean, we really had a great offseason. Our guys have been committed. We've had great weight room and off-season participation, and we're really excited about the season. We feel like we have good momentum right now. New weight room. We have influx of good things happening in our program.
You mentioned something. I saw pictures on social media. That weight room looks big time. How did all that come about and putting all that together?
I mean, I got to give credit to the school administration. They had the vision for that. They started a few years ago as they renovated the school. It's fantastic. It's a great facility. And it overlooks the state, overlooks the football field. So anyway, it's big time.
When you look at your schedule, the non-district schedule, and one is kind of an old Seminole District rivalry game with Appomattox. You start the season with them at home. Talk about that a little bit, and then the other non-district games.
I mean, Appomattox is always one of the best teams in Central Virginia. I mean, they've had our own state championships and look forward to playing them. I imagine that game is going to be a really tough, hard-fought football game. Then we go to Allegheny, and I know they have a great quarterback back, and you know, anytime you go to Allegheny and mix Allegheny and Covington get together, and you go play against a tough opponent. And then Halifax has had a great coach and great tradition with Rob Cincinnati there. They'll be a tough team. So those are big games for us.
Putting together a schedule, what do you look for? Because you've been doing this for a few years, but when you put together a schedule, what do you look for? Because obviously your district schedule is already there, but what do you look for in the non-district when you put it together?
You know, I was trying to, as we put our non-district schedule together, I mean, we're trying to find teams that were similar to teams in the Seminole, that had some things in common with Seminole district teams, whether it's athletes or similar schemes, to prepare us for the season ahead.
And what's interesting, you look at from a point standpoint, because playoff points are big, and now the region is basically putting together the points. The VHSL is not doing that. But when you look at, you have an Appomattox, which is going to be a strong Class 2. You have Halifax, which is in a Class 4 situation, and then, you know, obviously in the middle with your Class 3 with Allegheny, you know, and they're always strong. So, I mean, you kind of put it together with that.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, is trying to put together a good non-conference schedule there. I think we have a really great schedule, and look forward to those guys playing those teams.
You know, and then finally, at the end of the day for you, Coach, what do you think will be the key for you guys to have the success you expect?
I mean, I think the key to it is last year we were never consistent on offense. I mean, we need to score points. I mean, we got to score points. And then in the Seminole District, you've got to score points and then stop them on defense enough. We've got to improve our punting game as well. And I think those are the keys to our season.
All right, you got the keys to Stinger Stadium because you run the show over there, Coach. Thank you so much, sir. You're awesome, and God bless you and everybody and your family, because the Lineburg family, that's a coaching tree. So when you think of football, the Lineburg name in our area definitely gets all that respect, which is well-deserved. And the Brookville Bees are in the house with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Media Days as we get you ready for the 2025 season.
Lincoln McDaniel.
All right, position.
Quarterback.
And what year in school are you?
2026.
Yeah, senior. It's the same old stuff. It don't change. All right, sir. Well, hey, you guys are entering another season. All right, you have Dr. Lineburg as your head coach and everything like that. I know last year you guys were able to kind of do some things, but I know it didn't necessarily go the way you guys wanted it to. Talk to me a little bit about how you're preparing for this season and how you're looking to kind of end your senior year out right.
Well, we've definitely changed the way we've been practicing. You can definitely tell the difference. It's a whole different mindset now. And we're planning to go deeper than what we have been, hopefully going 14-0, just somewhere where we can prove that we've changed.
And, you know, what does it mean to you when you put that Brookville jersey on?
Brotherhood, that's what we've been learning for the past 2 years. That's what happens when you put it on.
And for you personally, being one of the senior leaders, I mean, you're QB too. I mean, what does it mean to you to kind of be in that position, and how do you kind of coach some of these younger guys up? Because I know good and well with the coaching staff that you have assembled, like the Avengers, they are looking for you to be an extension of themselves. How do you kind of do that for those younger cats on the squad?
Well, first I remember when I was a freshman, I was always joking around. I mean, I still do kind of, but it's not as much. So I try to get them to get on the right steps to know that when they come to practice, it's not of that anymore. You just got to come and show that you can be helpful.
What are some of the things that you kind of took away from last year that either personally or something that you want to see this team excel at heading into this season?
Being together. Last year we weren't really. It was just go home after practice. This year we've been hanging out more. So hopefully we can show that.
So it's all about that one band, one sound mentality, right?
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, what is it about this game that you love so much, man?
I've just been around it. I mean, you just get to go out there and show what you've been given. So that's basically one of them.
Who got you into it?
My parents.
Talk a little bit about them and the role that they played and just kind of crafting you into the person you are today.
They definitely have been pushing me. I mean, sometimes I get mad at them when I don't want to go to like workouts and stuff. but it's changed over the years where I've just been going. Especially my freshman year, I didn't want to go to a lot of them. Not school, but like just regular workouts. But other than that, they've just been pushing and been there every step.
And I got to ask you about this Seminole district, man. I know y'all, and it just always is a dogfight in that district. How are you guys looking to distance yourselves from the rest of the pack?
Well, we're definitely going to show that we've been training for the past 2 years. We've been fighting for the first halves of each game, but then it's just something about us. We come out and then we can't compete how we did in the first, so this year is hopefully going to be all game.
I guess just in terms of with the senior squad that you've been around for a minute, I mean, what do those guys mean to you? I mean, you talked about brotherhood, you talked about family, you talked about being on the same page. I mean, to get there, you have to formulate something, right? So what is this group, the senior squad, mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, we've been together since Timberlake Lions. That's all the way back in 2015. That's been a while, so it's definitely going to suck leaving them after this year.
Cool beans. You got anything else for me?
All right, buddy, go ahead and say your first last name.
Trevor Johns,
Position,
wide receiver and safety,
high school,
Brookville,
and graduating class.
2026.
Bet. Sounds good. Okay, well, you're senior leadership. You're going to be putting that role. Just talking about the expectations for the upcoming year.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like, you know, I want to have a lot of competition. That's a big thing. And just the work ethic, I think, has definitely changed. Just the season we had last year wasn't what we wanted, and, you know, we're trying to flip things around. We definitely have. I mean, we're outworking, I think, any team in the district. You know, just 8 to 11, just hard work going after it.
And, I mean, you heard Ryan, he mentioned being in that Seminole district, it is a tough one to compete in. How do you guys plan on kind of like, you know, changing that physicality, the mental, like you guys started off 2-2 early on in the season, but then like what's the plan to like kind of finish strong when it gets to those tougher games down the line?
I mean, it starts with practice. You know, you can't half effort anything. It's got to be, you know, 3 hours, everything you got, then which translates into a game. I think we got tired last year. You know, we started strong at the beginning, but then the second half, and we were just gassed. And it starts with conditioning, you know, doing stuff on your own when the team's not there, you know, by yourself.
Being at Brookville, still playing, I mean, a lot of people you've seen come and go, and they had their graduating class. And what's different with this group of guys, especially when y'all are the ones taking the reins now?
I mean, definitely, it's gonna be hard because, like he said, we've been together for, you know, since we were babies. So after this year, it's gonna be pretty tough because, you know, we all go different ways in our life paths, which is kind of crazy to think that, you know, it just happened like that. But you know.
What's the preparation been looking like in the off season?
A lot.
For you personally.
A lot of running, definitely. I think running's a big thing, and just competition too. You know, when you push, you know, your teammates to do better, you know, you'll do the extra mile than when you're by yourself. You know, you want to be, you know, your strongest, your weakest link. So the weakest guy's got to be the strongest guy. You know, you got to be the same, all one team.
And it sounds like you kind of hoping to hold each other accountable, especially going into a season like this. How special would it be just to kind of have that bounce back season and you're a senior?
It would feel great. You know, I think we're the underdog, and that's definitely going to change this year. I think we're going to shock the world. We've been putting in a bunch of work, you know, so I think don't sleep on us because we're coming.
Right.
I do have to, I asked your quarterback about this because y'all have like an Avengers level type of coaching staff, and you guys added, I guess, the Hawkeye of this group, and a former Brookville Bee himself. What's it like having Logan as a guy that you can not only just riff off of? This is a guy who's played on that level. I mean, he's been in Washington for a minute. So what does that mean to kind of have a guy who's been there, he's seen it, he's done it all, he's done the whole gamut, and now he's back trying to get back to you guys. What's that kind of been like?
I mean, it's so cool, like, to, think that you have like an NFL player, and he knows so much. It's just the little things that you never really pick up on that matters the most. Like some things you never really hear, and it's just so cool to like learn from him and just try to be like him. That's everybody's dream, is be an NFL player. So it's so cool to watch him come back and help us, and he's definitely helped us a lot. Just things that you wouldn't even think about. He knows. It's really cool how each coach pitches in their own little thing, and it's really cool, especially to have something like him.
I mean, you already have like Lineburg, who's like the all-knowing head of Southwest Virginia football, and then you have Woody, and then you have all these other dudes. What have you kind of learned from Logan? And just the fact that this is weirdly for me to say his first season,
Yeah.
but what have you learned from him so far?
Just simple stuff as far as route running. You think that I play wide receiver, I should know everything, but just little stuff about like stacking inside and then breaking out, stuff like that. You really want to think about, or just getting different leverages to to get open, which is pretty cool. I think that's something that within like the first couple weeks he kind of taught us, and I thought it was really cool because you didn't really think about stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, perfect.